What's up, YouTube? Team Movies here. Since this is pretty much the start of the NHL season, I almost said NFL. I always get NFL and NHL mixed up for some reason. But anyway, this is the NHL season. So now I'm not really that much of a hockey fan. Like I'm not much of a sports fan, period. But I didn't really knew that it was an NHL season until I watched the John Campea show. So yeah, but I do love me a good hockey movie, and there's been some. Now, I've done like top 10 football movies. I've done best basketball, baseball. I even did best golf movies. I really haven't done best hockey movies yet. Now, I mean, there's not really a lot of hockey movies I've really seen of, to be honest. Yeah, so I'm actually going to do a top 8 instead of top 10 because there's some interesting hockey movies have enjoyed over the years. Like, yes, I'm not much of a sports guy, but I do love me a good sport movie because I love the underdog aspect and stuff like that. So, with that being said, here's my top 8 favorite hockey movies. Alright. Coming in at number 8 is actually going to be more, I guess you could say it's more like a, it's more of a skating film than a hockey film, but it has hockey elements in it. But it's going to be the 90s classic, The Cutting Edge. Now, in this, it stars Maria Kelly as this skating whiz named Kate Mosley, who's pretty much denied a gold medal at the 1988 Olympics after a fall. And so, like, Kate ends up diving off partner after partner. And so, like, her coach named Anton, played by Roy Dotrice, must, like, pretty much quickly find her new one in order to be ready for the next Olympics. And so, like, you got this Olympic hockey player named Doug Dorsey, played by D.B. Sweeney, who's pretty much who ends up like encountering Kate like years before, and so like they end up having a romantic chemistry with one another. So uh, it's pretty. This kind of like how Jerry Maguire is something for everyone. This is something for everyone too. Like if you're if you're more of a skating fan, this is for you. And if you're a hockey fan, this is also for you. I mean, Cutting Edge is. The 90s had some pretty good sport-based movies, and The Cutting Edge is definitely one of them. And great, I really quite like the chemistry between Maria Kelly and D.B. Sweeney. D.B. Sweeney doesn't do a whole lot anymore. I've always liked D.B. Sweeney, but anyway. And the film was also directed by Paul Michael Glazer, who did a pretty good job at directing. And they also did like a few other sequels, which the sequels are not all that good, to be honest with you. But The Cutting Edge is a really good film. Like, if you guys ever seen The Cutting Edge by now, give it a go. Alright. Now, coming in at number 7 is more of an action film, but it's a fun one, and that is Sudden Death. I mean, it's pretty much like, I guess you could say Sudden Death is like, is Die Hard at a hockey arena. And it stars the always great Jean-Claude Van Damme and in the film, he plays this ex-fireman named Darren McCord, who pretty much ends up having a job working security at a Pittsburgh Civic arena. And so, like, at the hockey arena, there's like pretty much a group of terrorists led by ex-CIA agent Joshua Fox, played by Paris Booth, who's pretty much holding the vice president hostage in a press box and all. So of course, Darren has to really try to find, take down the bad guys involved. I mean, Sudden Death, it was just Sudden Death, was just talked about not like recently because it was announced that Netflix is doing a remake of it, which I'm okay with it, but I don't know. The original Sudden Death is so fun. It's definitely a Jean-Claude Van Damme action classic. It is loads of fun. It's entertaining. I mean, I guess I'm a little cheating because this is not all about hockey either. But it has some great hockey moments in it. And there are fights that happen on a ice skating arena, which is pretty cool there. And yeah, Sudden Death is such a fun film. If you guys ever seen Sudden Death by now with Jean-Claude Van Damme, give it a go. And this month, by the way, I'm going to do my 10 favorite Jean-Claude Van Damme movies in honor of his birthday. So, said that. Anyway, and Paris Booth, R.I.P. Paris Booth, such a legend. All right, coming in at number 6 is a Disney classic, and that is Miracle. Now, Miracle was directed by Gavin O'Connor, who of course gave us The Accountant. He gave us Warrior. I quite like Gavin O'Connor. I think he's a cool director. And in it stars Kurt Russell as this coach named Herb Brooks, who ends up being hired to helm the 1980 U.S. men's Olympic hockey team. And he ends up assembling like a team of hothead college all-stars. And it's a great one. You know, Kurt Russell as a coach, you really believe Kurt Russell as a coach. And Kurt Russell was great in this. And one of the kids in this, sadly, not so long ago, recently passed away. Can't remember the actor's name, but I remember one of the actors in America passed away not so long ago. And yeah, I thought America was such a great one. Disney always had some really, Disney, whether you talk about like their live action stuff, their Disney stuff, like their animation stuff, I'm gonna say this now. Disney has been great when it comes to sport-based movies. Like, one of these days, I'm going to do my 10 favorite Disney sport movies, because there's some really great ones, and Miracle is one of them. And you even had a really cool cameo by the original Herb Brooks. I always thought that was pretty cool. And yeah, if you guys never really seen the Kurt Russell movie Miracle by now, it's a great one. It's a great underdog tale, great, dynamic chemistry between the coach and the players. Really good film. Alright. Coming in at number 5, it's a really fun 80s film, and that is Youngblood. Of course, it stars Rob Lowe as Dean Youngblood, who's like this ice hockey player who's trying to make a name in the Canadian junior hockey circuit, and he also wants to impress the scouts of the National Hockey League. And so you got the actor George Finn, who plays who pretty much plays the bully, who's like this goon named Carl Rackey. And you also got Patrick Swayze is also in this, who plays Dean's best friend here. You got Eric Natsurengo, who plays Dean's father. I mean, Youngblood is such a great one. The 80s also had some pretty good sport movies, and Youngblood is definitely one of them. It's so darn great. It's pretty raunchy. Like, this movie was rated R when it got released, and you could tell the R rateness of it. Like, there is some risque stuff. There is some pretty cool violence in this as well. Yeah, and also the chemistry between Rob Lowe and Patrick Swayze were both great. Like, yeah, if you guys never really seen Youngblood by now, give it a go. It's a really good one. Alright. And funny enough is, before this, Rob Lowe and Patrick Swayze were also in The Outsiders together, so that was pretty cool that they done like more than one stuff together. Anyway, coming in at number 4 is going to be Mystery Alaska, which is a comical tale about the residents of a small, remote Alaskan town and their preoccupation with ice hockey, and it pretty much is. It pretty much is about like these professional stars of the New York Rangers come to Alaska to face off against the local amateur team in a televised match. And you got a great, like, it is led by Russell Crowe, who was great in this. It also featured all stars like Mike Myers, Burt Reynolds, Kevin Durant, Lolia Davidovich. Not to mention, it was directed by Austin Powers director Jay Roach. This is such a great underdog film, and it is pretty funny at times. There's like a couple of dramatic moments in this. Like I said, great cast, really fun film. I mean, if you guys never seen Mystery Alaska by now, give it a go. And the hockey scenes in this was pretty cool to watch as well. All right. Now, coming in at number 3 is going to Goon. Goon with Sean William Scott as a hockey player. It was directed by Michael Dowse, who recently just gave us that Stuber movie. Now, you've got Liev Schreiber who plays like pretty much the bad guy in this who's pretty much like who's like the character of Doug Glatz's rival in Aura. And so like Doug Glatt is pretty much this guy who becomes a alright, put this down now. Who ends up becoming like a hockey player, but he has like anger issues as well. So he kind of really, instead of just doing regular hockey, he literally punches, like, kicks people's asses on the hockey rink. So, I mean, yeah. Like, it pretty much goes from being just a regular sport about shooting a puck to Sean William Scott beating the crap out of people. And what are the chances? I would literally be talking to you and you're like, oh yeah. And yeah, Goon it's a really violent movie, and it's also really funny. It's hilarious. You've got Allison Peel actually plays Scott's love interest. You also got another American Pie alum, Eugene Levy was in this. I got a kick out of Goon. And also the sequel, by the way, Goon Last of the Enforcers. I probably even prefer that over the first film, but they're both really good. And I'm still hoping we'll see a third one, because I quite got a kick out of Goon. And Jay Baruchel is in both films, and he directed the second one. So, yeah, if you guys literally never seen Goon by now, do yourself a favor, watch Goon. It's a really good one. And I was really surprised. When I first saw it, I didn't really know much about the film, but then I saw it and I was like, yeah, this movie was freaking awesome. I mean, definitely go check out Goon. It's a really good one. Alright, coming in at number 2, it's going to be Slapshot. Pretty much one of the funniest sport comedies there is. Now, you got Paul Newman as this famed coach named Reggie Dumplow, who's pretty much like the coach of a pathetic minor league American hockey team. And so, like, his career is, like, very standstill, and his marriage is also terrorist. So, like, he also ends up having nothing to lose by taking on a group of players who also are stepping up Neanderthals and all. So, like, you also got Micah Oaken, who plays the straight arrow team member named Ned Barden, who's like the resident of this influx of Gonzo talent. And there's like some interesting group of, like, the characters are really interesting here, and it was of course rated R at the time with very there are some raunchy humor. There are even some sexual content in this. I mean, Slapshot it was a really good one. I mean, Paul Newman is hilarious in this movie. This movie has some really funny moments. It has some funny scenes in this. And I think it's a hockey movie that still holds up today. And all, I mean, if you guys never really seen Slapshot by now, give it a go. And not to mention, there have been a sequel which got released to home video, but the sequels are not all good. The original Slapshot is the best. So, yeah. Anyway, alright, now the best hockey movie of all time, in my opinion, goes to the Mighty Ducks franchise. Now, like I've always said, I've already said this before, Disney has always been great when it came to their sport features. Whether you talk about Remember the Titans or Mighty Ducks or Miracle or anything like that, Disney's pretty good with their sports content, and Mighty Ducks is no difference. Like, you've got Emilio Estevez as this reckless drunken lawyer who ends up getting arrested for drunk driving, and so for his community service, he has to coach a kids hockey team. And this might actually sound familiar too, because remember the episode of South Park when Stan had to do community service and coach an Or Kids hockey tournament. That's kind of really a spoof of Mighty Ducks. And the sequels are actually pretty good too. You had D2, then there was D3. I've been hearing rumors that Disney Plus might either do a fourth one or a reboot of Mighty Ducks. I'll be down to see one. Mainly if you get Emilio Estevez back. I'll love seeing him back at Several again. But yeah, the Mighty Ducks is such a great one. It is really outrageously funny. Juicy Smollett is also in this too. So Yeah, for anyone who has seen Dave Chappelle's comedy special, you'll get the Juicy Smollett reference. And yeah, it's a really good one. I always like the chemistry, the relationship between the coach, between Emilio Estevez's coach character and his like team players. The hockey scenes is pretty cool. This also has like a coming of age aspect in it as well. And not to mention, you also had Joshua Jackson from Dawson's Creek fame, like years before Dawson's Creek. He plays like one of the young athletes in this. Yeah, the Mighty Ducks movies are really great. If you guys haven't really seen any of the Mighty Ducks movies, go give them a go. They are some, like, I think they are the best hockey movies ever is. Like, most people probably say Slapshot is the best or America, but I think Mighty Ducks is the best. So, anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me do the quick rundown. 10, The Cutting Edge. Oh, wait, not 10. 8, The Cutting Edge. 7, Sudden Death. 6, America. 5, Young Blood. 4, Mystery Alaska. 3, Goon. 2, Slapshot. 1, Mighty Ducks. Now, there are other hockey movies that got released, like, over the years. Let me see. There's a documentary called Red Army, which I literally never seen, so I can't really put out that one. There was, The Rocket. There was also the last, the Love, speaking of Mike Myers, there was also, the Love Guru, which, yeah, Love Guru. Also known as a film that kind of screwed Mike Myers' career. So, yeah. Anyway, there was also The Tooth Fairy. I mean, with Dwayne Johnson as a hockey player, yeah. Tooth Fairy and Love Guru are probably the worst hockey movies there are. There's MVP, which has like a chimpanzee playing hockey, which is okay. That's probably not the best either. Let's see. There's Happy. I probably could have added Happy Gilmore because before Happy Gilmore became a hockey did golf, he was a hockey player. But the movie's more about golf than hockey, so it's kind of why I didn't really add Happy Gilmore on my list. Let's see. The Last Gladiator is a good one. Yeah, there's some pretty good hockey movies, but I haven't really seen a lot of these. So, yeah. But let me let you guys. What are some of your favorite hockey movies? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is Team Movie signing off.